Good morning, everyone. Coach Jandy here. So I am about to go teach this morning about the legacy of beliefs. And, I got to thinking about this over the last several days. And, our internal beliefs are so very important. I mean, everything that we learn about ourselves gets forwarded out into the world, whether it's good or bad. So if we have those I am not messages on board, I'm not lovable, I'm not enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not whatever enough, they translate into everyday life. And then we start to put up walls where we can't become vulnerable. And it is in the space of vulnerability that we really build connection, relationships, work ethics. It's really where it lies. And so we build a legacy, and those walls, or those lack of walls, our behaviors, our thoughts, those make up our legacy. And I really want you to think about that, because if you have children, whatever you believe, however you act, it translates and carries over into that next generation, leaving a legacy. I am a product of a legacy of someone else, of my parents, of my family. Now, however, I get to choose whether I hang on to that or if I begin to let it go, which you all know I've worked very hard on letting it go and changing it for myself. But in order to do that, I have had to become very vulnerable in a good way, meaning opening myself up to pain, to realizing that I have to look at things, to being in a state of correction, to looking at new ideas and things and growing. And even though sometimes it's painful, grabbing a hold of that, because I so badly want to leave a better legacy, because I want to leave joy and happiness. And when people think of me, I want them to say, she was a healer. She was a fisherwoman of men and women. She was obedient to God in her authenticity and her message, and that's the legacy that I am building. I really truly want you to know I feel comfortable that if I were to die today, and hopefully I won't, but if I were, I am really comfortable today with my legacy and what I've left behind. So I want to ask, are you? And if not, what are you doing about it? So be vulnerable today, be open, be connected to people and to the source. For me, it's God. And I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to speak into your lives, and for you all to speak into my life. It means so very much to me. And that's how I become vulnerable and open to listening to what other people have to say to me, being able to stand in a state of correction and being able to move forward, building that legacy. So I want you to think about, what are your internal beliefs? What are your drives? And then what are your behaviors in that? And what legacy are you building? How do you want to be left today or any day when somebody walks off from you? What do you want them to think about you? So thank you very much for listening to my outdoor kind of a little bit shaky message today before I go in and teach this very message. Thank you.